In the dark, shadowed corners of time, many stories have taken root and blossomed. Tales of heroes whose deeds echoed through the ages, and of villains whose names became synonymous with infamy. Of battles waged between the forces of light and shadow. On a quest that defies reason, a lone ship ventures into that abyss, guided by its bold and courageous captain, his ferocious feline companion, and a crew of outcasts and misfits. Across entire worlds, dimensions, through the darkest depths of space, and beyond the limits of known time, in pursuit of the ultimate power of the Quad. These are the adventures of the Starship Dragon. Everybody put your hands in the air and say, "Holy shit!" Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon. I am Commander Krim. Glad to have you here on this Friday evening. This week seemed to take forever to go by for some reason, but we're finally here. We finally made it to Friday. How is everybody doing? Hello, Chris. Good to see you as well. Taking a nap? Well, just in time. I'm running a little late. Normally I start at 5:30 my time, but I had some things I needed to wrap up before I could jump on stream, so I did that. But speaking of wrapping up, hopefully we'll be wrapping up Half-Life today, or sorry, Black Mesa today. Because this last part is getting very much the Energizer Bunny routine. It just keeps going and going and going. Fortunately, though, it's not irritating me the way that Unreal 1 did. When I played Unreal 1, as I was getting getting closer to the end, it just seemed like the game just kept going. When I got to a point, it was like, okay, this has got to be the last part, right? Somehow it just kept going, and then I would do a little bit more. Like, okay, this has got to be like the last thing I do, and then the game kept going some more, and it just seemed like it never ended. I mean, it obviously finally did, but it just seemed like there were so many times when the game had a decent ending point, and it just kept going and just kept going. And I was so done with that game. Luckily, I keep calling it Half-Life because it is Half-Life. Black Mesa doesn't have that same problem. It still feels like it's going and going and going, but it does still feel like that I'm still enjoying the game. I don't feel like it was dragging on or it was stretched out like Unreal 1 was. So, not terrible. Not terrible. I got up early to go shopping and get my meds and rent taken care of, so I was sleep deprived. Guess why I decided to need a couple hours. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, after after the power got restored here, after Hurricane Beryl came through down here in Houston, um, I before that I'd spent 3 days either here at my apartment or at the hotel that I was staying at with no AC, no moving air, no fan or anything. The only relief I had was when I occasionally went down to the lobby of the hotel, which was the only place that had any kind of air conditioning at all. Otherwise, I was hot, sticky, and uncomfortable for 3 days practically straight. Um, and when power finally came back on that Wednesday, I went to bed that night at a rather normal time. I usually go to bed about 10 or 11, something like that. And I called out of work the next day because when my alarm went off at 5 o'clock, I just could not drag myself out of the bed, and I've had trouble getting out of bed before, but that was just it was awful, and I also had felt bad because my body finally had caught up to the uh, all that not all that heat and exhaustion and discomfort, the lack of being able to get quality sleep because of my CPAP machine and not being usable because I can't sleep with that. I can't use it when there's no power. All that and the fact I think I ate like twice in a 3 day period, like literally twice in a 3 day period. My body just was angry at me, so I just felt like crap. So I called out that morning and went back to sleep, and I slept until about 11:30 that morning, and I've never done that. I have never slept for that was close to 12, 13 hours. I went to bed around 10 o'clock, so I slept for 13 hours. I've never done that. Usually I'm up, even on my days off. I'm up by like 8 at the latest, maybe 9. But I woke up and I saw the wind. I was looking at my patio door is next to my bed, so I opened my eyes, and looked at the patio, and I was like, oh, that's really bright. Oh, it must be about 8:30 or so. I went over, grabbed my phone. 11:30. I'm like, holy shit! Ah, damn. So, long story short, Chris, what I was getting, my point being, I understand the body saying, sleep, sleep, stay, bed, good boy, pat, pat, pat. That was the whole point of that long ass conversation. I'm such a rambler. No wonder women don't like me. There's a number of reasons why they don't. Alright. Let's see if we can actually finish off Black Mesa today. I don't know how much more is left, because it just seems to be, like I said, going and going. We take a nap at 4, it's now 7. That's not terrible. That's only 3 hours. I would say anything, to me, I would say 2 to 3 hours, 3 hours or less is a nap. Anything more than that, you are asleep. I know it literally makes a difference because the difference between napping and sleeping is literally zilch. But I like to think of it as like a nap is 3 hours or less. If you were napping for 4 hours or more, you were just fucking asleep. 1 to 2 hours is a nap for me, but MS does require rest. Well, I mean, sometimes. I understand. I mean, everybody sleeps differently. Everybody's opinion on that is different too. For some people, 30 minutes is a nap. Anything more than that is a sleep. That's just kind of like my personal view on it. If you slept for more than 3 hours, you didn't actually nap. You slept. You were like asleep, sleep. All right, here we go. What did I do? I was on those things, right? And I jumped over here, and I healed up. Oh no, I came out of here. Yeah, I came out of here because there was that whole weird bullshit with the laser room. The gun looks cool, the blue light? Yeah, it kind of does. Alright. know if I should be on this or not, but we're going. Are the Reapers here from Mass Effect? Oh, shit. Damn it, I've got no... I have some ammo in this. That was dead. Okay, I'm not really sure what I saw there. They couldn't go with the blue on the gun color because they wanted to do red, so it was like you're fisting a creature. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you really needed to thought of fisting a creature, I mean, you should have taken a look at the damn. When you saw the cutscene of what happened the day. Ow. Okay, you're gonna. Okay, all right, you can beat my ass. When I actually got the gun, the whole animation when I got the gun, pick it up. Should I or should I not? Asshole and shove, and then feature go. Ah! Yeah, he was like, do I wanna? All right, and then creature goes. I have no idea if that's what it looks like to smoke. I don't smoke. But I'm pretty sure that this gun had an orgasm when I shoved my hand in it. Or squeezed a lot. It was a very excited alien that day. I really miss my, yeah, I'm not, I was trying to, like, translate from Sleepy Fingerese myself, so. Okay, I'm done fucking with these guys. Had to give them the glue-on power. Five of these guys here. Let's not waste rocket ammo. Oh, you can walk through there? That's some bullshit. Bullshit called. I'm calling bullshit. Big old pile of the bullshit. Ow. You stop punching me? Will you stop running into me? Jesus Christ. What's all that health I had? You know what? Fuck this. Kiss my ass, team. Whew. Alright, we're starting this, started this stream off with a bang. Oh, it spawns them. That's why there's so damn many. Damn it. I'm trying to get on this freaking ramp while these dudes are getting in my way. They keep knocking me around so I don't get on the platform. I'm trying to get on this slanty thing there. Fuck. This is just a big old what the fuck was this doing for a moment. Screaming keyboard elves. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what they are, aren't they? They're like Pinky in the brain, but the brain part of it, the brain part of that hair. Can't kill me in here. I have infinite healing in here, bitches. Yeah, fuck that room. And all the monsters in it. So do we have plugs here or buttons? Hey, Jose. Well, that ain't the thing. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Okay, let's reset that. Oh, you're getting a recharge on this. Okay. Shit. Oh, there's the crystal that's charging it. How do I get up there? That ain't the way. Okay, good to know. There's a crystal right there. I could use it to charge my glue-on gun. It's a weird name for a laser. Get me up there. Are you free tomorrow, Jose? Because we may have to do it tomorrow. Or sometime this weekend. Free tomorrow? Okay. I don't want to kill those guys. Stop making me try to kill them. Ah. Where's Brainiac controlling this thing? You gonna make biscuits? Oh, we got plenty of aliens here.
Minor fracture detected.
I got smushed. Ah, back here. Okay, at least I know what to do. Alright. This thing. Blue on gun. Alright. So damn difficult. Gotta get up on that platform. It doesn't help that I gotta deal with the moving platform, which is throwing off my aiming and everything. Fuck! sit over here in this corner. This is hard. Okay. I really hate when being pushed around. Save. Alright. God damn it. Threw myself off. Okay. Progress. A little at a time. What? Monkeys of hell. That was just a bunch of bullshit. there's a healing room somewhere, a healing chamber. I know I need it. Whoa. Okay. Was not expecting that. Heal me, daddy. I don't mean this to be weird, but can I take a shower with you? I just took a shower with an alien. That's the worst thing I've done today. Certainly not the weirdest. Okay, now what? Oh, we're on the side of this. Whee! Alien communal showers only here on the Adventures of the Space Dragon. And self-yeeting as well, apparently. Can we not be the dumb? Can we not do the dumb? Can we avoid and not be the dumb? Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Alright. There. Made it. Now what the hell is that? That's a shielded dude. All those are going to be going to pop open, I think. Yep. Now, save you the trouble. Use the dumb, Luke. Yes. Why ain't that a dick move? Well, I could certainly use some help. I can't damage him. He has some kind of bullshit shield on. I don't know how to penetrate it. Not sure what to do there yet. Love is like diarrhea, you can't control it. I don't know what love is. I wanna know what love is, 'cause I ain't got a clue. I also can't sing like Foreigner. Damn, all those shields just gone in an instant. It's fucking like to throw shit around. Can you shove this rock off an edge? Now he's gonna just throw it at me again. Motherfucker! Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to shoot with. This doesn't do anything. I've got to find some way to break his shield. I don't know what it is. I just got to avoid getting rocks thrown at me. Seriously? I don't know if that was supposed to do anything. Push the rock. I don't know what good that does. Wait, the rocks. Hey, buddy, do me a favor. Bring one of those rocks back up here. I know you can do it. I truly think it's the rocks. Control panel next to the glowing vent. I can try it. I don't think that control panel does anything. But I have a weird bullshit theory. It requires me not getting hit by it. We both are too heavy for me to pick up. Of course, he can pick it up. Fucker. Well, maybe I could like drive it. I need a bet. I'm gonna go on it. I got a theory.
Morphine administered.
Okay, I got a theory. I have a feeling that he's going to throw one of those rocks at me. He's going to break that panel there. That's why it's all glowing orange.
Major fracture detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine
Nope,
administered.
control panel doesn't do dick. Can I shoot the crystal that's creating his shield? Bingo, there it is. Okay, we got it. We got it now. No, I can't push it back at him. I can push it around, but I can roll it with this weapon, but I can't like pick it up. It's not a gravity. It's not the gravity gun, like in Halo 2. Yeah, Halo 2. There we go. I just had to break his freaking shield and then. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it was a teleporter. Well, I can go that way. On my face. No point in me going that way, so that's unnecessary. There is a thing to break that shield, though. I need... Wait, no, there isn't. I thought there was a red... Yeah, there's a red thing over there, I bet. Yeah. Yeah! There we go! There we go! Teleporter is that teleporter is an out teleporter, not an in. It's an outie, not an innie. Excuse me, Sarah. I'm gonna jump in your shower. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm standing on, but I should be dead. There we go. Now I'm dead. Everyone's got 2 crystals this time. And this is also an outie.
Major fracture. Morphine administered. Minor fracture detected.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Oh, I did get it. Okay, that was got that shield. Get the other crystal. piss. Sometimes you just got to go all out and just like balls to the wallet. Unless you give me a gun like this, I will balls to the wallet for sure. It may cost me more life than I should be using, but do a hard one, yeah, you can suck on my hard nuts. I don't know why my nuts would be hard compared to any other part of me, but you get what I mean. Can't go up. And the shield is in there. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Yeah, I'm not going all the way back up there. Fuck me in the sideways hole.
Come on, Patrick.
Okay, save. Same thing here, can't go up. Do we feel shield with those teleporters change as you progress with the spiral in case you fall? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do, but the problem is I haven't found the any teleporter yet. I've seen a whole bunch of outies, but I haven't been able to find an any yet. I'm not sure where that is. Alright. So I gotta land up there. Another brain guy in here somewhere, and I bet he's going to have 3 crystals to destroy, 3 shield crystals. Yeah, there, and it's like some kind of like heart that's beating when you. Oh, there he is. Some kind of heart that's beating when you see the thing too. Time to dodge rocks. Rule of Mario 3 times, yeah. Pretty much any game for that matter. Always a rule of 3. I should add that to the professor's lessons. That's going to make it even harder because you're going to control the Vortigons. It'll be even a bigger pain in the ass. One. Two. Excuse me, coming through. Passing through. You're welcome. Gordon Freeman is Super Mario's secret third brother. Yeah, Galabanga Gula. I completely agree. 100% agree. That guy was definitely a Galamanguga. How did I do that? Better questions. How do I... Oh. Come on. That's easy. Left upper corner is a safe spot? Really? Probably made all the way up. You watch, I'll not be able to get down there this time. I see, there's platforms I could use. Bye, racket, frickin'. The Red Queen was here, she'd say you're all going to die down here. Well, I'm certainly doing that. I don't even know if those lasers are one-hit kills, or it's just because I have only 20 health. Try and make it all the way down, but I don't think I should. I don't know if I should. I don't think I'll be lucky enough to do that twice. Well, it doesn't matter now. I'm out. So what did that do besides... There's a heart thing in there. Well, I'm kind of trapped in this room right now. At least I think. Just came out of there, didn't I? Oh. Okay, progress. Whee! Oh. There's 3 different veins I've got to go through. Look, buddy, get out of my way. There's 3 red veins. I just took out the first one, so I got to do that 2 more times.
Minor fracture detected.
Damn it.
Major fracture detected.
Our ED was created. Okay, can't go down there. But I can jump on this. Which leads up here. Which leads... Oh my god. This looks worse. This looks worse than the last one. Oh. Oh, I gotta shoot through the hole. They did a real good job of nailing that laser every time. I made it. Oh my god, I made it. Red Queen definitely handed his laser grid. Can't argue that point. Yahoo! Alright, so that's 2 down, right? Yeah, okay. I have very little ammo left in anything. So I got a little left in my glue-on gun. Alright, third time. Last round. What kind of bullshit am I gonna face this time? Oh, multiple ones. I got infinite ammo for this. No rocks, though, which I am okay with. Ha! There's a deal. That was actually the easiest one because there was no freaking rocks and blue crystals to destroy. Those blue showers of Viagra. As long as they were at shields and rocks, it's better. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hey. There's still one left. Okay, now I need to go find a thing. Those don't do anything. Ah, here we go. Alright, let's go pop another alien cherry. Sorry I said that. Okay, that's some bullshit. Alright, so where can I stand where I don't get hit by this next laser? Instead of having to go up, they're going to come down. Alright, this looks like a pretty safe spot. That was wrong. There were two back to back. Oh, here we go. Something on alien minstrel blood. Oh, this way. Okay. And so by doing that, I did what? What did I accomplish by doing that? Must have been a gate or shield or something somewhere that was blocking me from going up. That's obviously gone now, but I don't know which one it was. Damn, this is a long way up. Oh, frame rate. Wow. Okay. What in the holy hell? I guess I just pick one and go. Don't kill any Vortigaunts in the border world. Oh, cool. I'm going somewhere even though I can't see it. Oh. I tried not to, so I'm glad I did it. When I realized they weren't evil, I didn't want to kill them. Rubs his eyes in surprise. Is he hallucinating, or is the commander showing his majestic face? You're definitely hallucinating. You're definitely hallucinating. 100% hallucinating because there is no majestic face here. You're absolutely hallucinating. But I do have this black curtain up, and I mean, I haven't really been able to stress test it because it hasn't been hot outside lately because we've had a lot of rain, and it's also evening time. So the test run will be probably this weekend if we get a lot of sunshine. So we'll see if I can tolerate the temperatures in here. Here's my camera. Disorientation rocks! Shield critter below? What do you mean? Oh, talking about that thing. Got it. Okay. Come back to MRI. Had no idea it was going to be a trip to Albuquerque. Well, I hope that it went well and it didn't reveal anything too serious. Alright, well. It means he's got crystals down there. Well, no. Oh, shit. He doesn't have crystals. He's powered by whatever that coil is. Here. So is my weapon, though. From somewhere. Uh-oh. Did I fuck up? I feel I might have just fucked up. Go down that vent. Guess it's the only place to go. I'm in a crystal. There we go. Kiss my ass. Haven't got the test results yet. We'll say though, MRI was noisy as hell. I haven't ever had one myself, but my father had several, and the only one that I was around for when he did one was one of those, what they called open MRIs, which was meant for those who are extremely claustrophobic or just generally can't fit in a regular MRI machine. And it was, the one that he did, it was actually rather, comforting and peaceful. Not any loud sounds or any kind of bullshit like that, so... Had more than 14 MRIs. Progress will save. I always take headphones on me and try to play music to drown it out. I'm surprised you're able to do that, considering don't headphones usually have some kind of metal in them? The MRIs have to be completely metal free, unless the headphones you're wearing are like a very small amount of metal in them. Not enough to affect the machine. Ooh. Oh, that's real nice. That feels real good. Thanks, game. Can't see, too much shit hitting me. Who the hell is the floating brain guy? Where is he? There he is. Was given earplugs that didn't do anything? Oh, I'm sure. Earplugs don't. All earplugs do is limit the sound, muffle the sound. It's not. There's no such thing as earplugs that's going to eliminate sound. It just doesn't happen. All plastic and small amounts of metal. I got some plate in my nose. It didn't affect that. Okay. So many of these things. Holy crap. It was inside a big box with powerful speakers. Well, if you're the kind of person that likes those types of sounds, then you're probably feeling pretty good, but personally, I hate that crap. Wow, this is Alright, one down. one's still shielded. This room, with all these spinning things, this room reminds me of Kingdom Hearts 2 when you're doing the Tron world. There's no way in. I gotta go into a different angle. Here we go. Yeah, I thought of that just as you said it, Chris. Alright, there's 3 in here. I know I haven't got them all yet. Need health. Crotch. Yeah, I need a crotch. Except with emergency alarm sounds and knocking. Yeah. I'm grateful I haven't needed anything like that. Any kind of diagnoses or anything of that sort. You know, to avoid those kind of things, just don't go to the doctor. God knows I haven't done that in years. Why? I'm rather lucky that I actually have pretty good health. Short of sleep apnea, I really don't have any problems. Is this supposed to happen? Oh shit. More brain guys are there? You know, I think you gotta sit still is worse. That would probably be the hardest part for me, because it would be so difficult for me to actually sit or lay or anything perfectly still without being conscious, or without being unconscious rather, while being conscious. If they could put me to sleep, like just knock me out, I might be able to do it then, but ugh. Asked wife if I could buy a game which took $10 or less, but tells me there's $40 when wide-eyed. Currently losses to what you get. Well, I mean, you can go one of two ways. You can either get you, one $40 game, or any number of divisors in between that. 4 $10 games, 2 $20 games, 3 two $15 games, and have more for later. Oh, okay. These are all things. They're studying. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. They're studying CRT monitors. Our technology is so much more advanced. They can't understand. They can't get the concept of CRT monitors. Or pizza. It's an illusion. It's a mystery. They just can't grasp the concept of cardboard boxes, CRT monitors, pizza, telephone, a dog picture. Sciatica acting up. I would think I would just end up getting those, like, you know, random body spasms. You know, you just lay still long enough and you just suddenly just go, you know, just even just a slight shake. I would just get one of those even if I wasn't, you know, completely involuntary, you know. Shit's getting weirder by the minute. I mean, we're on alien world, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised that shit's getting weird, but it's just getting weird, yo. Pool of healing. Here we go. Cool healing reminded me of Avengers. Jarvis power 40% capacity. Oh, how about that? Damn it. All this red's messing with my eyes, man. Yes, thank you for showing us how loud your engine is and how small your penis is. We really needed to know that knowledge. Thank you so much out there. We really appreciate knowing how tiny your penis is. I appreciate it so much. Zetus' domain. Really? Is this what this looks like? Ow! Comment this way, me. Doom. I got a feeling even Doomslayer would be like, what the fuck is this shit? All of this does look a lot like, you know, Doom 2016. He's got this weird habit of, he's got like this table that's to my left where he lays at where my computer is. He'll lay on top of the table, and every once in a while he'll like get up and like walk over a few steps, and he'll just like paw at my knee. Sometimes he paws, and sometimes he claws at it. I sort of think it's to get my attention, but then he just goes and lays back down. Like, hey, Dad, I'm down here. I'm gonna go back to sleep now. There's just a lot of manti flying around in this domain. There's a lot of those around here. Those were attacking on Earth before. There was like this big laser coming out of them. Alright, where does this teleporter take me to? Flame for Ball of Fury screen time. If he wants up here, if he comes, sometimes gets right over here to my left, where where my hardware is. Whoa! Ow, my face. M.O.D.O.C, is that you? Yeah, very obviously last boss. Such good. Whoa! Question is, how do I damage him? Something tells me it's going to be a lot of bullshit coming my way here in a bit. It's not going to be a 1v1. I think this might be a shield regeneration place. Ow. Seriously? I'm actually damaging you, right? Oh hell yeah, I am. Okay, we got our mission now. Two down. Chuckle right now, Chuckles. Trust me, I got something for you. Where was those, what was that? Let me just use this. Hey, your shield's down, bitch. Guess what? Oh! Whoa! Okay, okay. Throwing cars at me, really? Well, shit. Where's that healing pool? So hope he doesn't break this.
Seek medical attention.
stop throwing crap? Aw, bullshit.
Automatic medical systems administered.
Okay, what's next? The shield's still up. Damn it. So maybe he just healed himself? Oh, come on.
Major fracture.
Oh, his shield thingies over here. Working? Working? What the hell, man? That's alright. Thanks for the lurk, Beardley. Good to see you. Welcome in. The shield is broken. See. Putting on HyperX Cloud 3 headphones, I have no opinion. The only headphones that I've used is the only headphones I've used is Turtle Beach. Well, I honestly can't give an opinion. it crushed me while I was in the thing. Damn it. It crushed me while I was in the healing thing. Got a 4.5-star rating on Google. That's nice, because usually Google is almost worse than Yelp when it comes to reviews on just about anything. I know looking at apartments is a bad idea. Don't ever use Google for that. Business is a business, I suppose. Oh, that's bad. This even hit him? Damn it. Use this gun to break his shield. Nope. Not gonna touch the fire. ammo thing right here somewhere. There it is.
Major.
Throwing meteors at me. Who do you think you are, Sephiroth? Push-our headphones are pretty banging. I think HyperX is only good for mics. Well, I can say that I agree with Beardy on that. I use HyperX microphone myself. Quadcast. HyperX Quadcast. The headphones I use is Turtle Beach. My first headphones when I knew I was going to wear Aurora, when I first knew I was going to but also, though, you don't want to spend too little on headphones either. You don't want to get too cheap a headset because then you're going to end up owning a piece of crap. Well, all right. Is the game too loud? Okay, I can turn it down. Y'all easily, don't hesitate to let me know if the game's too loud and over drowning me out. Don't ever be afraid to say that, because I can always turn the game down and then turn my headphones up so I can hear it better. Is that part because all the explosions? Well, still. I cranked it down just a little bit more. I just wish I wish I was a little bit better with audio. What if I could put like a compressor or like a cap on it to where volumes above a certain level don't get picked up? So maybe I was supposed to shoot him. I just needed to kill those 3 crystals. Is he like super pissed now? Okay. Really shaky over here. Haven't even taken the tape off the cord. I can tell these things are better than the Turtle Beach. I thought, hey, well, what works, what works. Whoa. Just want some ammo. Just want some ammo. Thank you. Wait, did he just... I think he trapped me in here. I can go back and find my shields now. My health pack. Oh, crap. I'm not really sure that it's a good idea or not. I am dead because I'm going to get somewhere, guess not. What headphones work on every console for whatever reason that's hard to find on Amazon? Well, these headphones are I have all of my audio, consoles, PC, everything that I've got piped through my PC. So any sound that my consoles make go through my computer, so I can hear it, so the stream can hear it, and I can hear it as well. So technically these are PlayStation headphones, but they connect via wireless. So I mean, obviously you see no wires. So they connect to and play through I hear my PC through them as easily as I would any other hardware. And he blocked me in. Okay. I literally am stuck. That doesn't work. Like course, I'm near concrete signals bounce, so I'm still in a basement even though I moved. I used to prefer only wired myself, but I just, I don't know. My ideals changed. Go around his shield. Oh, he's doing a spin. Is he dead? He's doing some spinning. Oh, no, he's just really pissed. Opening his brain, is that his final form? Still not even close. Jesus, no one takes something? She had some healths. Still doing the spins. Still got the spins. He's screaming. Oh, I don't have the weapon anymore. I can't move. All I can do is turn. I think I've done it. I think I've done it. I don't know if I was just like really cheesing it. But that boss fight was really easy, actually.
Gordon
Hello,
Freeman
Didibs.
in the flesh.
Oh, hey, there's you.
Or rather, in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons.
Yeah, I noticed.
Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it. The border world, Zen, is in our control. For the time being, thanks to you.
Jesus, you're creepy.
Quite a nasty piece of work you managed over there. I am impressed. That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers. And they have authorized me to offer you a job. They agree with me that you have limitless potential. You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Time to choose.
How do I choose no?
It's time to choose. Well, it looks like we won't be working together. No regrets, Mr. Freeman.
Decline the G-Men's offer. Oh. Yeah, I would call that a battle I couldn't win.
Time to choose. Wisely done, Mr. Freeman.
Can't see
I
shit.
will see you up ahead.
All right. Well, an interesting combination of endings there. That was a slow credit scene. Can I speed through this somehow? Oh no. Oh boy. Well, um, I definitely can't say it's a bad game. Definitely not. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite shooters that I've ever done. Uh, it has its moments. Part of my, I don't know which way to go with it. Let me start with my complaints first, I guess. Um, this is this first complaint is mostly because it's what I'm used to. I understand it's not a product of its time, or it is a product of its time. No objective marker or objective description. Classic Half-Life 1 boss was easier. I mean, that boss wasn't that hard at all to me. I mean, I pretty much cheesed it by staying in the healing pool and the healing crystal thing most of the time, firing from like a distance and just running up to the ammo cache and then running back to the safe spot. Yeah, it still got me killed a couple of times because I didn't move, but for the most part, that's all I had to do. It seemed like an easy fight to me. Um, no, getting back to my complaint list, if you will, no objective, objective display or like a marker or a waypoint or something. I would have preferred, at the very, very minimum, Infernozilla, yeah, at the very, very minimum, I would have preferred just like an objective telling me on the screen, like, uh, go to this part, go to this area of the facility, uh, take out the three whatchamacalls who's a hitsies, uh, turn off the whatchamacallit sniffaloos and activate them whatchamachooses, you know. Give me something like that. Give me something like that uh, for an objective. The entire game was just go forward, shoot things, and hopefully come across your objective. And there was a few times when I was running around in circles, not seeing my objective easily. Some of that's on me because I do have sometimes an issue with, direction as far as like where I need to go and stuff. But I also understand that, like I said, this game is a product of its time. Pretty much first-person shooters of this era didn't have objective markers or a mission list or anything like that. So take that for what you will. That's just how it. That's just how it is. It still doesn't mean that I have to like it. Another complaint I have, and this is not necessarily specifically to Half Life or Black Mesa, whatever. Everything is in first person. Everything. Dialogue, combat, everything. Now, the game itself, yes, it's a first person shooter. It should be in first person. I get it. Okay, so there is no like post credit scene or anything. Okay. But I, to me, I need a cutscene or something to make me feel like I've reached a progression point. I've reached a point of chapter transition or something to that effect. I don't like it when games are entirely in first person. That's a problem I have with Bioshock because that's something that happens in Bioshock. Uh, all three Bioshocks, for that matter. Anytime there's a cutscene or things going on, you have to look at it all from a first person view, and that just annoys me. I feel like your reward for completing a chapter or an area or whatever should be a cutscene describing what's going on next. And again, that's just my personal preference. When everything is in first person, I feel like I've never actually made progress. So, that's something I truly dislike. Um, I feel like this game is not entirely polished to its best extent. It's pretty polished, but it's not as polished as it could be because there was times that weird things happened that I feel shouldn't have happened. There was a couple of like moments where, for example, when I was outside and I was being escorted by one of the security guards, he had to go inside the building in order to move along with the plot. It was the guy that once he opened the door for us and we stepped through, some of the military looking guys appeared, the military monsters I mean, spawned in and just beat his ass. The door closed and we just heard him going ah as he was getting his ass beat by the alien monsters. Um, he wouldn't go in that room. We walked to that room, and he just stood there and stared at me. I talked to him. I tried to like push him toward the door, which he wouldn't move. So there's still bugs to this game that could be worked out. Don't know if that is a Black Mesa specific type of bug, or if that's a Half-Life One bug that they just never encountered or fixed or anything like that. There were times when I took damage from what seemed to be like nothing, like an object, or like you walking up to something and I just randomly took damage, or you know, things things sometimes just happened and didn't have a viable explanation for these things to be happening. Things that I feel that should have been fixed with quality QA, at least by now. But especially considering that Half-Life overall is as old as it is, and Black Mesa isn't exactly a brand spanking new game either. Um, I don't like the fact that the main character is a silent protagonist, and again, that's just a me preference. I've never liked games with a silent protagonist. I feel like I understand the point of a silent protagonist is it gives the player the option to give his or her own dialogue as the game is progressing. You're essentially impersonifying that character, and what you say is in a way what the character would be saying. But I feel that's just not right. I feel that's just not right. I feel that the character, whatever your character you're playing, Isaac Clarke, Gordon Freeman, Master Chief, whoever, should have their own dialogue, their own personality, and so forth. I just think that's better. Um, yeah, I was just about to get to that, Chris. Um, and of course, the platforming. I don't like platforming. I don't mean specifically in this game or specifically in shooters. I mean in general. In any game where platforming is a common thing and more than just jump across a gap or anything like that, where your platforming is actually a way to progress the map. You've got to get from here to here, and you got to jump here, and then over here, and then over here, and over here, and over here, jump across the gap, and then move over here, and then jump some more. No, 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 no. Keep that shit out of shooters. I didn't like. It's why I hated Doom Eternal. I hated Doom Eternal so much. Doom 16 was fantastic. Doom Eternal was the exact opposite. The gunplay was phenomenal. all the extra weapons, all the cool enemies, the fact that you could hit weak points and like expose the enemies and things of that sort was all great. Platforming of Doom Eternal chewed my ass. I hated it so much. You guys just don't know. You guys just don't know. Now, comparison, this wasn't as bad. Black Mesa Half-Life 1 wasn't as bad. But I still didn't like it. Still didn't like it. Sometimes the environment was also a concern, was also an issue, which kind of goes back into the platforming a little bit, but just kind of generally, it seemed like I would go somewhere, find a new path that could lead me somewhere new, but it ended up just winding back around to the area that I already was. That's frustrating. I'm already having issues navigating a place, and then I see something new, like, okay, maybe this is where I gotta go. And I follow it, and it leads to a hallway here, leads to a hallway here, an elevator here, and a step up here, and I step out through a hole, and I'm in the same damn room I was 2 minutes ago, but maybe I'm just a couple of floors up, but there's nowhere for me to go. All I did was just move to a higher level of the room, and there's no other reason to do that. Some of the enemies were kind of annoying, but I mean, what can you expect from first-person shooter? The enemies are meant to be rather challenging. I do believe that the military guys were certainly a much bigger threat than any of the aliens, save for maybe the giant head crab, like the second to last boss. The military guys they had their AIs were perfect. Their AIs were perfect. And if you went to hide behind something, they would go and walk around what you're hiding behind. Even if nobody saw you go behind that object or whatever, they knew you were there and just walked around and immediately started shooting you in the back. If you were targeting them with something like a sniper rifle weapon or like the crossbow, they immediately went behind cover and avoided the gunfire. I mean, yay for good programming for your AI to basically be more of a challenge, but at a certain point, your enemies are AI enemies. Sometimes they just need to stand there and take a bullet. That's pretty much all there was. I think pretty much all the weapons were good. Let me think. There was the Glock. There was the Magnum. The assault rifle was really good. The military assault rifle was really good. I like the fact that it came with grenades as a secondary weapon. I wished it held more ammo though for the grenade. The ammo thing I kind of wish was a consistent thing across all weapons. I wish they were all a little bit bigger with their reserve ammo. Just not a whole lot. I'd say maybe 25% more. Each weapon held 25% more ammo, like in the reserve, not their clip, but in reserve. That would have been better. But I really like the assault rifle. But I wish, especially the grenades, I wish had more rounds. You didn't reach the cap on that so easily. The shotgun I thought was great. I thought it was a great weapon. I thought it was rather decent with range compared to shotguns in other games, which sometimes a shotgun just doesn't hit jack squat if it isn't in your face. The crossbow was good. I like the fact that you could shoot underwater. That's good. The Glock. And it was a decent replacement for an actual dedicated sniper rifle, which was cool. Rocket launcher was pretty good. Unfortunately, it was a circumstantial weapon. It was really only good against like really heavily armored targets like the helicopters and the final boss and bosses in general. You really wouldn't want to use a rocket launcher against the typical rank and file enemies because it would just be kind of overkill and a waste of really good ammo. The laser gun, the first laser gun that you get, was kind of okay. It had its secondary fire was a charge up that would, once it became fully charged, it would unleash like a powerful laser beam. But again, sort of circumstantial and hard to use. You had to be extremely accurate, which wasn't easy to do against some enemies because they're all pretty mobile, save for like the head crabbed humans. Some of the enemies were pretty mobile. Um, the gluon gun, which was like the second laser weapon, I think was probably the best weapon of the game. Really, really was. It had a really good range. It caused a massive shit ton of damage, and when you killed an enemy and they like blew apart into pieces and their body parts hovered in the air, that was very satisfying. It was a confirmation of the kill, so you easily got the kill, but it was also satisfying just to watch those pieces hover in the air for a moment and be like, ah, that thing is fucking dead. It was a really nice, satisfying thing. The anal hand cannon thing that you shoved your hand into, that you gave it a nice fisting before you started using it. Um, it was a pretty good weapon, especially against rank and file. But it did have a downside of not being effective in certain circumstances. Like, say, pretty much any other weapon, if you shot something like and I don't mean like an enemy, but like an object that you had to shoot to break or something, it would break it. The heartbeat things, those white whatever those rubber things were that were around some of the green pipes in that first area. Um, Everything could destroy those, but the anal hand cannon, if you will, it wouldn't do that. The ammunition would just bounce off of them. So, it was kind of annoying to be carrying that around all the time, but having to switch to a regular weapon in order to break something in the environment. Just an annoying thing. Uh, Upsides to it, the fact that it was tracking ammo. So as long as you were relatively close to shooting in the direction of the target, it would curve the weapons to hit them, which was really really convenient for hitting enemies that I really didn't want to face, like those fish in the water. Very convenient. All I had to do was set on land, make sure I shot in the general direction of the fish, and eventually they became floaties, and I was fine with that. Was fine with that. The fact that it had infinite ammo, all you had to do was wait for it to recharge. So just like unleash the entire clip, wait like 2 seconds because it usually recharged as fast as you unloaded it. So the speed of the gun firing, pretty much it restored just that fast too. It was only 8 rounds, but it restored those 8 rounds pretty quick. And I like the fact that it had alternate fire as well. So if you didn't have the tracking spread bullets, you had the rapid fire 8 shots really quick, which was good if the enemy was relatively large, like the soldier guys, and relatively not too quick, not too agile. So you could just like, and they were dead. Or the Vortigaunts, for that matter. Got a game I've wanted for a long while. Finally found a price I could afford. Mountain Blade 2. Nice. Nothing but good games. I've never heard of I mean, I say I haven't heard of it. I think I have heard of Mountain Blade, but I can't say I've ever seen gameplay for it. So, I feel I got an idea what it is, though, judging by that name. Um, the throwable weapons, the grenades, they're grenades. I mean, how can you? What do you expect out of a grenade? You throw it, you wait, it explodes. You got to throw it in the right place in order to hit the right things, which I don't always do, which is why I don't really care for hand thrown grenades in general. Just my own personal preference. It's a war game you fight along with your men, so kind of like a Dynasty Warriors kind of thing. You can out my blade, Eddie. Jesus Christ! I wish it was a woman that would say that to me. Um, then there was the trip mines, which I found to be extremely. They're okay. I would say they're 95% useless. 95% useless because trip mines are required. The enemy is required to approach the mine, so you have to set up a trap. You have to set up an ambush in order for a trip mine to be effective. So you can't just put a trip mine down because it's not going to do anything, especially if they're not the enemies that are going to be coming toward you. You got to set it up first. And there's not a lot of circumstances where enemies will just approach you while you set up a mine and then walk away from it. Not a lot of times that happens. In fact, there are some times I managed to set up the trip mines to get the Vortigaunts back when they were still enemies, and there was a couple of times they just stood there, like they almost like they knew that was a trip mine and would just shoot at me from, from behind the trip mine. It was just like, what's the fucking point? I don't know how they could have improved the trip mines to have been more useful in the single player mode. I'm going to guess they're really meant for like a competitive multiplayer mode, which I'm pretty sure this game has. They're probably meant for that, but not a lot of times was a trip mine actually useful in the single player campaign. The satchel grenades, the satchel charges, were like really powerful remote detonated grenades. So they kind of the satchel charges kind of fell into almost the same category as the rocket launcher. They're sort of situational. You don't want to use them against a super weak enemy because it's kind of a overkill, kind of a waste of a really good weapon that you could use to get something stronger. But there wasn't a lot of times when like a mass amount of enemies would be coming at you and a satchel charge would be useful, or something big could be disabled or killed by them either. So better than the trip mine, but still kind of situational. I don't know if I was just screwing up how to use them, but the bugs, the little red bug guys, what the fuck are they for? Because the first time I got a chance to use them consistently was when I was trying to escort those scientists to the Lambda labs, and the military guys showed up in that like lobby area. Like, okay, let me just chuck those out there because I saw that you throw them and they kind of like crawl toward a target and then explode on them. But they got shot down so easily. I guess again, it's another weapon that was probably useful in PvP because maybe a human wouldn't notice them as easily, but the AI, whenever I would throw them out there, would always gun them down before they even got close. So it was like, what's the point? It's a completely pointless weapon for the multiplayer mode or for the single player mode. Completely pointless. I think that's all the complaints I really have. Build up huge armies, lay siege to castles and fortresses, run cities as a lord, and help play bandit if you wanted. In Warband, Martyrs Army, I think I hit with several thousand infantry, archers, and cavalry. Now, for upsides. First of all, I gotta say, the game looks phenomenal. I understand that this is a remaster of the original Half-Life 1. Wow, does it look good? And I didn't even have all the settings turned all the way up. I notched a few of the settings down a little bit. I tried to give me a little bit smoother frame rate. And it still looked phenomenal. Absolutely incredible. The water effects were great. The details on the enemies, on the characters, were all great. They actually had lip syncing instead of just jaw moving up and down. They didn't have the Halo 1 character, type of conversations. They actually had like lips moving and stuff, lip syncing. The visuals on all the monsters looked really, really good. Definitely very scary. Yeah, all the environments very good. Both the human environments and the alien environments. The alien environments especially really, really looked good. There were a few places I was just like, damn, this is a beautiful locale because the environment would just look so good. All the popping colors and all the neon colors and everything. Very vibrant, very beautiful. It was really, really well done. I don't remember what Half-Life 1 originally looked like. It's been so long since I've seen it. So long since I've played it, rather. So I don't remember how all that looked in the original. But I watched Mikey play a little bit of Half-Life 1 original not too long ago, and I could definitely tell that there's definitely an improvement in the lighting of Black Mesa versus Half-Life 1, because he was crawling through some vents that I recognized, and I'm like, wow, I can actually see the vents crawling through here. In Black Mesa, it was almost all those vents were pitch black. I had to have the flashlight in order to see anything. So really good improvement on overall visual quality in this game for sure. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm sure if I was like a big Half-Life 1 fan, I would have just I would have really just been over the moon with the visual upgrades. Kind of like the visual upgrades between 7 Remake and OG 7. I mean, that's a bit of a apple and oranges comparison, but when I saw 7 Remake and 7 Rebirth and how beautiful they looked, it blew me away, because I knew the environments, I knew the locales that we were going to be visiting, and seeing them in 2020's graphics compared to all the 97 graphics that I knew was just was a huge thing. So I can respect the improvements in visual quality as being even better, because they're already improved on something that was already pretty good. Like Half-Life 1 already, I assume, was a good looking game for its time, and then they just made it even more better. Or even closer comparison, Halo Combat Evolved original version versus Halo 1 Anniversary. You know, same game in every way, sounds, visuals, everything, but just looks better, higher resolution, a few changes in the environments, like aesthetics to make it look better, lighting, obviously. So yeah, definitely can see that comparison there. Um, the characters outside of Gordon were kind of meh and forgettable. There really wasn't anybody in this game that really had any kind of impact on the story or the characters outside of Gordon himself. I mean, yeah, we had the scientists that we talked to, and they guided us into the beginning of the game, and when we first pushed that crystal that caused all the hell to break loose and so forth. But there wasn't really anybody that stood out. In fact, there were many times I saw uh, the same model, the same faces, the same designs on every character. And G-Man, you're right, G-Man. I forgot about G-Man. G-Man and Gordon, both. They were the only, for lack of a better term, characters in this game. None of the security officers made a difference. None of the scientists made a difference. A lot of times, the military guys, the scientists, and the security guys, they all had the same appearance. They all looked the same. Like, you see this one guy here who's like, well, didn't I see you like 5 levels back? There was none of the side characters stood out at all, and I feel that was a lost opportunity to kind of at least give some character outside of Gordon something, something. Uh, can't speak for the music. I think the audio was really, really good. There was so many times that the environments audio, the ambient audio, was really, really good. Like, I mean, in the moments where they wanted to convey a little bit of a horror environment, or what am I trying to go for? Um, Not discomfort, but tension. A bit of a tension in the environment. The sound effects did that really, really well. The enemies had very unique sounds that if you knew what to listen for, you knew what was coming. Especially if it was like those sonic dogs. You knew what they sounded like, and you knew one was close. You knew you were either going to have to kill it quickly, or you were going to get hit with a sound wave. Um, the giant brain, the Pinky and the Brain guys with the giant head, they were, they had unique sounds as well that you definitely wanted to listen for, because they were actually kind of threatening. Not because they dealt a lot of damage, but because they were so agile. You had to be very, very accurate with your weapons fire. Luckily, they were easy to kill, but they still had to be seen and sometimes you heard them before you saw them, and they hit you first. The head crabs, did have the horror trope to them, the not trope, but the horror aspect to them, because a lot of times they were very silent as well, and suddenly you're just taking damage, you don't know where it's from, and even if you like see the little red mark showing you where you took the damage from, you turn that direction, sometimes there ain't nothing there. You're just like, what, and you know that kind of that brings out that tension, that apprehension, and that they did a really good job of. Well, I don't know for sure this game is meant to be a horror game, which it probably could be put in a horror category. I wouldn't say it's like a Fear or a Dead Space level of horror, but I definitely see it being in that realm. Uh, the environment was definitely horror-like with all the body horror and stuff. The head crabs doing their thing, the the aliens and such. You know, sometimes they look dead rather than alive. Yeah, there were times when you had the unique system of if you killed a human that was head crabbed, but you didn't score a quote unquote head shot, the crab could come after you. So you had to be specific as to where you killed some of the enemies, like how you killed them. So that was a nice little touch. That was a nice little touch. Yeah. So overall, I think I definitely can see why this game was very popular for its time. I can see why people or see why it got at least one sequel. Didn't there? Isn't there? There's a Half-Life 2 and there's a Half-Life 2 Episode 1. I'm confused by that. What is that? G-Man's first appearance is when you first arrived on the tram. This guy zoomed his pod. Actually, I did that, Xander. You talk about that. I actually did see that. I was just like sort of, when I was on the tram on the way in, I was just sort of looking around, and I just happened to look up and to my right, and I saw the dude in the suit. And I'm like, seriously? You can see him at this point in the game? Because I already knew who he was, because I've seen, like memes and stuff regarding him. And I've played, I played Gmod, a million years ago, so I knew of who he was. I just didn't know you saw him that early, which was cool. And I know there's a later part in the game where he's talking to a scientist, and that's where you actually got to see him like rather up close, if you will. So I thought that was cool. So seeing him was an interesting appearance. I remember you guessed if they were alive or dead a lot of the time, and they were dead, but you never knew till you got too close. Yeah, which that's kind of a norm for horror games of this style. Think of this game. Think Dead Space, where essentially you're dealing with zombies. So you walk up, you see a dead body. Is that alive? Walk up to it, poke it, jab it with a knife, shoot it if you want to, if you want to waste the ammo. But if you leave it alone, there's a chance it could get you. Again, that's part of the apprehension. That's part of the fear that these horror games can provide, is the apprehension of not knowing for sure, is this a prop dead body, or is this thing going to bite my ankle when I try walking by? So there's Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, then Episode 1, then Episode 2. So technically Half-Life 2 is a trilogy? Is that what you're saying? So I should play Half-Life 2, and then I should play Episode 1, and then Episode 2, in that order? Half-Life 1 was intended to be a psychological sci-fi horror? Really? Because I don't get the psychological part of it. Not a lot. Maybe part of me just doesn't understand psychological horror so much. I mean, I do, because I've played Silent Hill, and I can see how that be psychological. I don't see Half-Life being psychological, more just like body horror, but I guess that's all a matter of opinion. There are two other offshoots as well. One where you play a security guard, and you play as a soldier. I'm just really specific, like the mainline games. I have seen that there are like I was looking on Steam when I was getting Black Mesa, and I saw that there was like Blue Shift and something else, but I wanted to make sure just specifically for like I guess you could say Gordon's story that I do them in the right order. But overall, I mean, not a bad game. It's not. Like I said, I think it's. I can see how it's loved by many fans. Um, I can see how uh, while I haven't played Half Life Two yet, I can see how the potential for all of the hype and all of the anger around the fans of this series never seeing a Half Life 3 being the way they are. Because if Half Life 2 is even a quarter as good as this game, I can see how fans want a Half Life 3. But, as we all know, Valve doesn't like the number 3. There's never been a Half Life 3. There will never be a Left 4 Dead 3. And no, Back 4 Blood doesn't count. Because Back 4 Blood, while created by supposedly the same people, is a piece of shit. I mean, hell, I'd rather play World War Z than Back 4 Blood. Yeah, Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood was awful. Well, World War Z was a much better Left 4 Dead 3-esque game, even though it was third person instead of first. All the offshoots were set during the Black Mesa incident. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I still got I don't know, maybe an hour or two left. Or I could wrap up early. I mean, it's a 2.5 hour stream. That's not too bad. I intend to be back tomorrow anyway. Either playing something with Jose possibly, or BMO, depending on depending on the. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to do a test run real quick. Let's get out of this real fast. Don't leave. I'm with the science team. What? Weird. You get different. When you hit quit, I don't suppose you'd be considered. Oh, now it's going to show the same one over and over again, aren't they? Have I been that much of a burden? Ah, shit! I was trying to show the other ones that had different things pop up. As a security guard, you might see Freeman as a soldier. Think you want to counter Freeman? All right. Let's do a test run real quick. I want to see how well this plays on PC. If it doesn't play well, it won't load. I haven't beat First Descendant yet. No, I still have like a few. I think I still have a little bit left to finishing the main story of First Descendant. And then once I do that, most likely I'm going to probably put the game down until like the next or first seasonal stuff releases, unless there's like some major changes to the game in the meantime. I know Highwind has. Yeah, he told me about it. Give me a minute here. It's loading up. Never mind. No, it isn't. Alright, I'll have to just play it. I'll have to just install it on my Xbox and play it there. And I guess we'll have to... I was trying to... I have Halo the Master Chief Collection installed on my PC, but every time I load it up, it keeps saying there's an issue with the anti-cheat program, which I don't give a shit. I'm not going to cheat, and I'm not going to play online. So I guess I'll just have to install Master Chief Collection on my Xbox and play talk to Jose through Discord on Xbox. Think he maxed all characters? Wow. All right. Well, I haven't gotten all the characters. I think I only have 4 right now. I have Volby, Lepic, Bunny, and the Poison Girl, whatever her name is. Pretty sure those are all I've got right now. So I have very few of the of the descendants. You can get them. You can get them all. I just only have 5. I only have 5 right now. I'm gonna see if I can finally beat that fire bitch. Last character I saw he played was the horn dude, Apex, or was it Apex? Ajax, which is the tank. It was basically the tank. Yeah, you can get them all. Yeah, you can get them all. You just gotta you gotta do a little bit of grinding because most of the parts you have to get are like random drops from certain like dungeons and certain missions and so forth. And then you get what they call the amorphous materials. You take those amorphous materials usually to like the colossi bosses, fight them, and then the reward for that is turning that amorphous material into hopefully the item that you need to progress toward building the next your next descendant. So I bought the Poison Girl. Nothing wrong with that. You did max all characters? Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to get them all. Mostly because some of them just don't seem appealing to me. I might try them anyway. Just if I can sort of like naturally come across them, I might get them and use them. Well, if I happen to get them, then I'm definitely going to play them and max them out. But it's not like I'm going to make an actual effort to try to get them all. I just don't really have that kind of patience and time for that much grinding. While I do enjoy First Descendant, I don't like it enough to put effort forward to grind that much. If I might maybe help somebody help somebody else who's playing, or if I just like in a mood to play the game and I get the stuff relatively naturally, awesome, that's great. But I'm not gonna go into the effort of okay, I need to go get all the parts for Blair. So the first part's here. I'm gonna go grind this mission over and over and over again until I get this item. All right, now I get the next item and go and go and go. I just don't have that kind of patience. I don't like the game that much. I don't like the game that much. Not saying I hate the game or I don't like it. I just say that I like it to a level, and this is a level that I like it. All that stuff that I'm describing, it's up here. I don't want to do that. I'm enjoying it enough down here. Sort of like Destiny, if you will. Love Destiny. Absolutely love both Destiny games. But I love it here. Strikes and the Nightfalls, maybe. Occasionally some PvP, very rarely. But things like raids and the Pinnacle PvP events, that's up here. And I don't do this shit. Was just trying 2 human. You, Mikey, and Chris have all suggested 2 human to me. I've been looking at a little bit of gameplay. It looks all right. I'll give it a try at some point. I forget. Is it? It's free, isn't it? Oh, once human. What is 2 human? So is it once human? Is Xander is once human what you're thinking of also? Okay, so it's once human. Okay. I just want to make sure because like I don't see it here. Sequel to Once Human, 2 Human. Good one, Chris. Good one. How come it says no audio? Okay, never mind. Apparently the gameplay trailer has no audio or I can't hear it for some reason. Alright, whatever. Yeah, it wasn't too human. Like some huge, there was some huge controversy. Like the original developers of that game, uh, had like stolen or like gotten an illegal copy of the Unreal Engine or whatever engine they were going to use, and so they had to pull every copy of the game from the shelves. I also forgot I got Necromunda, a 40K game. I need to revisit the 40K franchise and do some more of that. They've got a few 40K games on here. Where'd it go? There it is. Install. Jesus. I got half of my hard drive that I got left. Actually, I remember that. No idea, but it was poorly designed for controls. Use the right analog stick to attack, which also controls camera. That seems weird. You know what? There's a game that I just thought about, and I wonder if it's available on Steam. PsyOps. I guess not. Nope. I've never actually played this game. I wonder if I can find it at some point. Or if it's on like an abandonware site. It's been a really long time. Anybody ever heard of PsyOps, the Mindgate conspiracy? Yeah, there it is right there. And it's a free game. It's on download. It's on the abandonware site. Wow, it's 2005. Hmm, interesting. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up early here. Uh, so yeah, thank you all so very much for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have enjoyed my triumphant return to Canberra isms, and I hope you all enjoyed uh, Half Life, Black Mesa, whatever. Want a dark game? Sad Satan. That sounds bad. Um, yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, noon U.S. Central Time. Um, it's going to depend on whoever gets free. Jose said he was going to be free this weekend, but I don't know if he actually will be. Same thing for BMO. See if she's going to be free. So either I'll be playing something with somebody, or as usual, doing something solo. If I do something solo, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I don't have a decision like right this second what I would play. So it'll be a mystery. Or maybe I might just work on my RPG project. I guess you'll just have to tune in and find out. Tomorrow at noon, U.S. Central Time. As always, a special appreciation goes out to the men and women of the United States military, both at home and overseas, as well as police officers and firefighters across the country. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. You're all true heroes. Can't get played on Twitch? Then what would be the point? Xander. I'm not one to play a whole lot of games off stream. I'm just not. If I'm playing something off stream, it's because it's something I've either already done on stream, or I just don't have. I don't feel to be something that is good for playing on stream. That's pretty much everything that I play, especially new games that I have never played before. I want to do on stream. So if I can't stream it, there's really no point in me playing it. It really isn't. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow at noon U.S. Central Time. Dark web game? Well, I guess I just won't play it. Excuse me. Shit. I tried to choke on my own existence. See y'all tomorrow at noon. Bye.